Hello Peaches! So today I'm going to do a very fun and sexy kind of DIY. It's been a while since I've done DIYs. I had a period, like the beginning of time when I started YouTube, where I did a lot of DIYs, but I kind of don't do that much anymore. But I had this really cool idea for a homemade choker, like BDSM choker, or just, you know, for looks. I just got a text message. But you know, you can use it for BDSM and stuff, or you can also just use it for everyday wear, whatever you like. I think I will wear this sometime for like everyday. It could be cool. And it's these chokers where you put some letters on them and you can write whatever you want. And the reason why I'm making this, even though it is very simple, is because a lot of people don't really think that far. They see something like a choker with some letters on and they like, oh, I want that, but I don't have the money to buy it, or it's sold out, so I guess I won't be able to have it. But that's where I'm the creative kind of person, where I think like, how can I make this myself? And even though it's very simple, a lot of people don't really think that far and think, how can I do it and stuff like that. So that's why I'm doing it, even though it is very, very simple. Guide you through and maybe to give you some inspiration, because maybe you haven't seen these kind of chokers and you see them now and you're like, damn, I want one of those as well. I was inspired by this because I saw a bracelet actually with these exact same kind of letters, and it said Mistress on it, and I really wanted it, but it was sold out and I couldn't find it anywhere else, not even on eBay. So I decided to make my own, also because I rather wanted a choker, because I don't really wear bracelets that often. And with me I have alcohol. I don't have much left of this because I drink this. It's so good. It's not strong alcohol, it's this raspberry spalpettini. I don't know if you call it wine or champagne or whatever it's called. I just know that it tastes fucking good. So I'm just gonna drink that while making this, because alcohol is fun, I guess. The first thing you will need is just a plain black choker. I got this from eBay, and all this stuff is from eBay, by the way, so it's very, very cheap DIY. It is not the best though, so if you're going to use it for some very kinky, very rough stuff, then you should probably get a better one. This is just to show you how cheap you can actually make it. Alright, so this in American dollars, it costs $1.25, which is, you know, it's not a lot of money. So that's how cheap you can do it. You can obviously also go down and buy a real expensive choker, because that will probably last a lot longer than this will. But you know, this is just a fun little DIY just to show you how cheap and easy you can make this. The next thing you're going to need are some letters. And this obviously depends on what you're going to write with it on your choker. I'm going to write Mistress because that's kind of what I want. But you can also write slave or daddy or master or whatever you want. And I also it's these small letters with little rhinestones in them. You can get tons of different letters. I just bought these because I like the bling. It costs $0.99 for one of these little bling things. So it's not even $10 for this entire choker that I'm going to make. And besides those things, which is like the basic things, all you need is needle and thread and maybe a little bit of glue. But that's, you know, up to you how secure you want it on. So first thing you need to do is you take your choker and you have to measure and find the middle. So you put it on in the hole where you want it and place it so that the back is where you want it, and then you just see where the middle is. You can always measure it, but I'm a lazy ass bitch, so I'm just going to do it like this. And I'm just going to take a pen just to make a little dot in it and line where the middle is. So if I can see it, like there. I have a vein right here that follows the middle perfectly. So there. Just put it in there, make a mark. So you can't really see it on camera, I guess, but I guess you can. There, that's the middle. And what you're going to do now is just sew on the letters. Let me just pen down so I can show you how. So here we have all the stuff that we're going to need laid out. Sorry about all the paint and stuff in my table. It's a mess because I do a lot of crafty stuff. So this is what you're going to need. You're going to need needle, thread, choker, and your letters. And I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I have lined out the middle on the choker here. And because I have 8 letters, I'm going to have 4 on each side of the middle. If you have an uneven number, you obviously want the middle letter to be exactly on the middle. But because I have 8, I'm just going to do it like this. So Mistress, I'm just going to spell it out, M-I-S-T-R-E-S-S. Like that. So that means these 4 goes on this side and these 4 goes on this side. Which means that the T and the R should be lined up right next to the middle line that I just did. And let's just start by sewing on the T. And by the way, make sure that the choker you have is actually thin enough so that you can sew in it, because otherwise it's going to be difficult. You can obviously just glue it on, but I don't think that will hold that well. So make sure it's made of something that you can put a needle through. Maybe a thicker needle if that's what you prefer. And I'm not going to line it exactly to the middle line because I do want there to be a little bit of space between the letters. So I'm just going to lay it right next to it. And then I'm just going to sew it on. It's very easy. You just hold it to it and then make sure that you go in from the back and not from the front. That's what she said. But go in from the back like this and then pull it through and pull it through the letter here and then go through the choker again like that. It's very easy and simple, and you just keep on doing that until you feel like it's secure and in place, and then you make a knot in the back so it stays there, and then you just keep on sewing all the rest of the letters on the same way. Just make sure that you spell it right and that the distance is even. And there you have it. Now it's completely finished. So this is how it looks like up close. Excuse my neck and my wrinkles. I think it turned out pretty cool. The letters are a little bit like you can move them around a little bit. So if you want to avoid that, just add a little bit of super glue and you'll be fine. But I'm really happy with this. You can of course put them farther away or closer together, the letters if you want to, depending on what you want. But I'm very happy with the way this turned out. It's just how I wanted it. So I hope this helped you get inspired to do some creative stuff and to spice up some of your BDSM stuff or just your everyday jewelry, depending on what you're into. And this was really fun. I might do some more of these with like other words on it. And yeah, you can do all kinds of words, like all BDSM related or not BDSM related. I just decided to make this a BDSM related video because I did want this to be written on it, Mistress, so I guess it would be kind of a cool way to do a 18+ video. So this is very fun, very easy, very cool. It looks great for every kinky stuff you're about to do, and it's just amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and got inspired and learned something. Stuff like that. Press the like button if you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well, and thank you for watching.